This is Laos with a song called Womanizer. This is dropped down a half step. CVT guitar lesson for David. David, this is a killer song, man. I had to listen to this rhythm a few times because the placement of where he hits his chords are really super interesting. Really digging this. All right, so we're dropped a half step, and we're going to jump in section 1A, which is what you just heard. Starts with an A5 or an A power chord. Open A, second fret D. Do a karate chop rest. Don't go. That's a quick hit. And then a G. I kind of call it the rock G. 3E, muted A with your angle. Open D and G. Another quick break. 3A, 5D. And then 3E. I would use middle finger, but you don't have to. You're going to bend it. And then hit the A power chord again. So it's... See, if you use your middle, this is ready here. If you use your first, it feels awkward, and then you got to jump over there. So we have, so far... Alright, here's a longer segment of 6 things. A power chord, bend the 3E. And then A power chord to C power chord. So it's... Grab that 3E, bend it again, and hit the A power chord. So up to there, that's like the midpoint. And then A5, rock G. It's like starting over here for part of it. C to 3E bend to A5. Then, that's a really cool part. A power chord, bend 3E. A to C power chord, 3E bend. A power chord to E power chord, open E to A. So that second half goes. Loops you right back. You're going to play all of that again. Okay. 24 seconds comes in. When it comes off of section 1A the second time, like you're going, the vocals come in right there. It's a 4 count or a whole note. 2, 3, 4. And then the rock G to the A power chord. Rest. Rock G to C power chord. 3E. A power chord twice. Sounds like this. Let's play it up to there. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay. So you have the 4 count there. Then you got the rock G to the A power chord. 1, 2, 3. That's a dotted half note. That gets a 3 count. Okay. Then we did rock G, C power chord, 3E. So 2 A power chords break. Rock G. So in reality, you're going rock G, A5 twice, 2, 3, and then that's a 3 count after you go 2, 3. End with rock G, C power chord, 3E. Sounds like. And it's 2 times, so you're going to go right back to the A power chord. It'll sound like this. 2 times through. And that's it. You'll go past the double dots your second time to the rock G. Add the 3B to the mix and strum it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 53 seconds in, some repeats. Section 1A, 1 time. No star. The star is the last chord. That E5, don't play that. Instead of it, in a minute 4, play the full rock G. 3E, 3B, 3E. We're muting the A. You're going to strum it. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, 2, 3, 4. Done with that. Minute 10, section 1C. A power chord to the rock G. C power chord, 3E bend, A power chord. So you have then A power chord, 3E bend, A power chord, C power chord. After the C power chord, bend the 3E and go to A5 and E5. So it's a cool little chunk there. 8 things happening. That's it for that section, real short. Minute 17, repeat section 1B 2 times and end it with the up down on the G. 3, 4. And then minute 45, repeat section 1A 1 time, no star. And to minute 56, 3E, and then the rock G. So you'll go 8 count. 203 timestamp section 1D, A, G. C to 3E bend to A. So it's just like the beginning, right? And then A, this part's different though. You'll go. Actually, no, it's not. That's very similar to the last part. So the A5, 3E bend, A5, C5, 3E bend, A5, E5. So section 1D sounds like this. Okay, then move. You're going to play at 209. You'll see double dots. 3A, E5 power chord, 3E, A5 power chord. Do that twice. Sounds like this. One more time. And he vibratos it a little. And then the next page, he keeps moving on with that. A5, bend the 3E. Back to A5, bend the 3A. So it's... And then do that again. So it's... And then E5 to 3E bend. So... Oops, do it again. I think that was it. And then after the E bend, or the E power chord, to the 3E bend, go A5, 3A bend. So it's... Ending that with A5, 3E bend, A5. So, let's play from 243. And then there's a pause, and you go A5, 3E bend, A5, 3A bend. Do it 1.5 times. But just take the last bend off. This actually would be more accurate. So instead, you go to a rock G. Probably a little faster. 2, 3, 4. Now this solo, I have a whammy bar, but not in flat tuning. And he's using a little bit of it. But he hits a natural harmonic on 5G. He has the bar pressed down and picks, and then slowly brings the whammy bar up to pitch. Don't pull it past, where it's flush, but slowly bring it up there. It's not really loud, but it is in there. It's almost like pre-solo. And then 7A, bend release. Slow release. 235. This is interesting. It almost sounded like a slide bar. Like it was doing like a... I couldn't really tell. It's a little tough to hear. But I got it to sound really cool like this, which he may be doing it this way anyways. 14B, we're going to bend a step and a half, taking a C sharp and bending it to an E. There's the pitch. Once I get there, I'm going to pick twice. Drop it a half step, pick it twice, and then another half step. So it's more of a consistent though, like, so try not to pause in there. And then we have 5 on the high E, slide up to 17, use your third finger. This is a really cool exercise too. 17, 16, 15, E, B, G. And then repeat it, but play on B, G, D. And actually he does it 4 times, so. And I wish they had that a little louder in the mix. It's awesome. I used to do an exercise like that back in the day where, you know, or like 4 fingers. Anyways. That, I think, almost finishes it. Let's see. After 4 of those, you'll natural harmonic 5D, and then take the whammy, bring it down a half step, and bring it back. If you don't have a whammy, you can try bending the neck, little things like that. 252 timestamp, repeat the 145 timestamp, leading you to the rock G at 311. 8 count, A5 power chord, rock G, C power chord, 3E bend, A power chord. So that part goes. And it ends with A, 3E bend, A, C, 3E bend, A. Sounds like this. So let's take it from 316. Anyways, that's it. Killer song. So far, my favorite from Laos. It's just very unique. All right, man. Another one coming.